Hi everyone, today I will talk about the design API and the REST API. I believe that almost the developers know about the API, but not too much the people, especially on the middle, they don't know exactly how to design a standard API. And even me, in the past, I don't know how to design API, and I just look at the previous API and copy it and change with my requirement. So uh, today I spend the time to investigate and learn some knowledge, and I will share on this video some rule for the developer to design an API to follow some standard. Uh, at the first, when we create an API, we need to use the nouns instead of verb in the endpoint part. Uh, Now that we have the HTTP method, uh, we have four main method. It's get, post, put, delete, and as, as I see in the past, in the previous project, I see some fresher they create some API so that get user or create user and update user or delete user. So we don't need to use some verb in the endpoint. Instead of we just let the HTTP methods define what we do with that resources. So we for the get we just use the user and we use the get, and the other people will understand uh, when calling that API, they will get the user information. Uh, it's similar with the post, put, and delete. So maybe they will understand, easy understand. So the next we can nest the logic on the endpoint. For example, below here. So when we can nest for this endpoint, we can see we can get the comment from the article IDs. So article ID is param in the next using the appropriate response code. As actually we have a lot of code, so for me I don't understand total response code, but at least we need to follow it when create the response, especially some bad response, some error response. So by the way, the client using that API easy to know to guess what happened in the server, and easy to change the input to get correct response. So maybe when I code, I will need to see the table of the code of table and return the appropriate code. Can allow the filtering, sorting, and pagination. Um, for example, when we create the get user, we can use some filtering and sorting and pagin pagination, because the user don't want to return all the result. It will uh, it will need a lot of cost and need to waste a lot of time. So uh, we need to return the enough result. And I already have some query to review the plural or single plural or singular words for the resources API. And I say we should use the the, the plural because it have the more meaning. But we don't have a particular rule for this. Some people say they want to use the singular, and some people say the plural, but that's not necessary. So can try appropriate word. The second question is the rule to name API. We have three rules. The first we can use the hyphen and camel case and underscore. But uh, I read a lot of document and almost the times suggest use the hyphen because it support the search engine and easy to read. So and we have a standard. So I don't remember the name, but they recommend use the hyphen. So that is the old knowledge I learned on this API.